Oh, I had a call of the Netherdeep
Fuck
with
around and find out.
with the fuck around and find out crew. It's been a long day. But before I let Nora take it away, please check out our sister shows and our extra life link in the doobly doo down below. But without further ado, take it away, Nora.
Hello and welcome to session 3 of Fuck Around and Find Out. Dun dun, cue theme song that we don't have. We are about to exit the Bullywug Cave that we had so much fun in. Hemlock, I think I moved you guys up there. If you want to move back to where you were before we start heading out.
Poisoned.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm poisoned.
You're still poisoned until a long rest, which is coming up.
Maybe I don't want a long rest.
Well, that'd be fun.
Maybe on a long rest, we're just going to drink and poison ourselves more.
Let's do it.
Hey!
All right, so there you guys are. Where are you going to go?
Self-TPK.
The best.
I'm going to go further into the cave.
Do it.
Or are we doing the introductions?
Forgot the introductions.
What introduction? Oh.
Say who's
Who's playing?
Oh, yeah.
We did that in section 1, but not section 2, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I wasn't sure either. Hello, I am your DM, Nora. I'll be DMing for you.
It really sounded like you said I'll be dimming for you. Like, I'll turn the lights down for you.
That's after 10 o'clock program.
You gotta get like that sexy radio voice going, though. I'll be dimming the lights.
DM after dark.
No, that's like my work voice, and that brings trauma.
Oh no, I'm
your
so sorry.
Voice is your sexy voice?
Yeah, it's like my telephone voice. Like, be nice to me. See how nice I sound?
What numbers are you on?
So when you dirty talk, it's like talking to a customer service rep?
Have you checked if it's plugged in?
1-900 Nora.
Sexual encounter today. Please rate 5 stars.
Press 3 for blah blah blah.
All portions of this call may be monitored for customer service.
It will definitely be monitored.
Bill, do you ever ask
customers will be thoroughly served?
I'm Bill, and I'm playing a goblin druid named Hemlock.
Oh, I forgot you're a druid. Nice. Okay.
Citrus, I think you're next.
I'm Jeremy. I'm playing Citrus, a Inquisitor.
I don't know if I'm supposed to be next or not, but there's a lull, so I'm going to go. I'm Rach. I'm playing Moira. She is an astral elf sorcerer warlock.
All right. Hi, I'm Ian. I'll be playing Maverick, the Aarakocra Rogue. And revving up your engine, listen to her howl and roar.
Oh, wait, that's CSI Miami.
That's Danger Zone, damn it.
Yeah. I won my first radio contest. Side note, somebody was mooing the Danger Zone song, and I called in and won. I won some ice cream that day.
What?
That's
fantastic.
Nice.
I'm so confused.
How did it go?
Moo, 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 moo. And we were playing that in band that year because I was a bander, so I knew it. This is going great so far.
Going great.
Come on.
I'm Stephanie, and I'm flying into the danger zone as an Aarakocra rogue as well.
My name's John. I am playing Rithford, the human wizard, porn guy.
Did you say porn guy?
I said boring.
Oh.
I heard porn guy.
You don't know
porn.
it.
Porn or
It's
porn. Either way, I was like,
dabbled.
the foreign porn guy.
As I think I can prove he is a porn guy as Maverick pulls out a centerfold and it's clearly Rutherford spread eagle on a Trans Am.
On a Trans Am? That's perfect.
Now I got to
I'm
come up
glad
with
there are
his
Trans Ams in
former
Cambria.
porn name.
Yes. An 836.
Full name plus the street you grew up on.
Oh, that's boring. Everybody does that. This is going to be
Yeah.
thoughtful. This is Exandria.
That's your porn name? This is Exandria.
That I
That's
don't
his
think Matt
penis
Mercer
name.
would like that at all.
Yeah.
No, maybe not.
This is
Just
Exandria.
some nice letters.
I'm going to get sued by Critical Role.
I mean,
But they'll
Kenny
do it really
Loggins is
nicely,
coming
though.
for me.
Kidding you.
They will be nice about it.
All right, here we are. Sidrus, you said you're going to head through further into the cave.
Yeah, I'm going down.
This is just how it's going to be, and I love it.
Right there.
Which way is into the cave? This way? Are we still on initiative? I can't recall.
We are not in initiative.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, right, because this was, I remember, yeah, this was just the back way out. There was another way into the cave.
Yes.
Guys, there's a giant environment with its own source of light deeper in this cave. Crazy.
I think this is just outside.
Oh.
That is outside. Upon exiting the cave, you stumble onto an underwater sinkhole. There's a lot of marshy muck on top, so you can't really tell how big the sinkhole is. So if you cannot fly over the sinkhole, please give me an athletics check to pass.
I'll just fly over the sinkhole.
And laugh and wave.
I'm on Maverick. I'm on
throw them a
Maverick's
rope.
back.
I'll throw him a rope from where I'm at so that we can tie it off on either end. And then if someone sinks or fails their athletics check, they just hold on to the rope.
I like it.
That's good. That's very good.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's really good.
Rutherford, oh no, you're like taking one step and
He's just gone.
maybe you just don't like your outfit to get dirty or something, but you're flailing about in the sinkhole. You see that there is a rope.
Remember
above
that
you.
gif of the kid who's like holding onto the rope and screaming in the water, and his mom just walks over and stands him up? It's a bit like that.
That's my kid.
This is disgusting.
Oh,
I'm
Hemlock,
going to ruin
you
these 40 platinum shoes.
What
You say
now?
Hemlock.
What
Wait,
did I
40
say?
platinum shoes? Wait, why aren't we rolling this guy for our money?
You know, he's showing his cards. Moira and Citrus, you guys make it over just fine. Hemlock almost drowns. You're just tiny.
We yank out the two sodden members of the party so they don't sink into the hole.
Goose, did you fly over with Maverick?
She's got the swim speed, remember, instead of the fly speed?
Very good. Okay. So as you guys pull yourselves out of the muck, Rutherford is kind of trying to get his clothes free of the marsh, and it just doesn't smell great, and he's not very happy about it. You see Morgan. Hold on, I see Morgan. I need to move you guys first. Morgan is so very happy to see you. It's very different than he has been before. It's like, oh, I can't believe you guys made it out of that cave. I'm ready to help you now.
Is
Very
he
happy.
mushrooms? Was he
Is he, like-
mushrooms this whole time?
What's that?
Was he just...
Does it seem... Sorry.
Nope, go ahead. You first.
Does it seem like Morgan is surprised we made it out?
Insight check.
Or
As
his
if he's-
pupils just very, very, very dilated?
He does like cookies, remember?
This seems super sus.
No, he's
Fuck
really just happy to see you guys. He's so he comes up with his big map and he says, okay, I'm ready to help you now. It's hard to trust people. People just, you can't tell if they like me for me or for my really huge map, you know. But you guys are trusting friends. And he rolls the map out.
Hey, I want
mean,
to use
I
my
gotta-
flash of insight to re-roll that insight check. Because I don't know if I passed or failed. So yeah, 17 now.
Citrus has real map envy.
Yeah, he's really. There is nothing sus about what he was saying about the cave. He was
Just
just.
a dick.
He's just. He doesn't. He has a hard time trusting people.
Okay, we've only known each other for 3 days. That's still kind of early, but whatever.
I hate you now. I hate you so much.
All right, where are we going? We're heading to B6 next?
Well, no, you guys have used up your movement for this day, so Morgid shows you to a little knoll just around away from the purple mushrooms for you guys to set up a camp for the night. Did we lose somebody? Jeremy.
No.
We did.
Oh,
But we didn't
You
lose
guys
anybody
need-
important.
Do you guys need us to wait a minute? Okay.
All right, let's have a Kenny Loggins sing along.
Yes. I'll
Moo,
do
moo,
it.
moo, moo, moo,
moo,
moo, moo.
moo.
Moo, moo, moo.
It's
I'm
disturbing.
drinking this new hard seltzer. For anyone's interested, it's very delicious.
That's when you advertise milk.
Oh my God. Oh, it's so hot. Do not talk about milk. That is great.
Ice cream?
Mm-mm.
Milkshake?
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours.
Yeah, it was in my head already. All right, so while we're waiting for them to come back, you will notice that Morgid has put a few notes on the map just to kind of label where you guys have been. Now that he trusts you guys a little bit more, he's giving you some information.
Maybe he'll give us information about what B6 through 9 are.
I think I liked him better as the silent cartographer. Halo joke. I know, not good.
I got it.
Are we back? Are we good?
I think so.
Test,
All
test.
right.
No testing.
You don't test here. So here, what do you guys? You're gonna set up for camp?
Yeah, let's camp out.
Just snuggle in under one of the mushrooms and chill out.
I just see a pair of eyes and a mouth floating over there.
No. So who's gonna be first watch?
Moira not again.
I can watch. Sure.
I'll get up early. I'll be last watch.
I could do middle.
How long is the watch gonna be?
I only need to rest for 4 hours.
Same.
We could take 4-hour watch.
Well, we could do an 8-hour. What is the long rest? Yeah, we'll do an 8-hour watch or 4-hour watch.
Yeah, I think
4.
the long rest is 8 hours.
Yeah, we're gonna
Awesome.
do a 4-hour watch.
Okay, that's perception, right? Perception rolls.
Okay, I think that's what you had to do last time.
Sounds good.
All right, I'm gonna send Shanoff out to like hunt / watch the periphery.
Okay.
So she's her own thing. She's not familiar. So if she's, I don't know how you want to run that.
So she can't communicate with you.
No, not unless she sees something and flies back to be like,
Okay. Does she? And she has a stat block for perception, and so she can roll it too.
I don't know.
Probably not a perception, but she'll have a wisdom score.
Yeah.
I haven't created a character sheet for her. Sorry.
I think a Tressum is just a standard cat, isn't it, with a fly?
I think so. I mean, I don't know. However you want.
Looks like they have +5 to perception
Okay.
Nice.
according to D&D Wiki.
Works for me.
Never trust D&D Wiki.
Oops. It's really good seltzer. I'm probably going to trust lots of things tonight.
I saw you showing the seltzer. What is it?
It is Flying Embers Black Cherry Rose. It's delicious. I like it. I was going to make sangria, but then I took it out. All right. And that's for Shayna, that 15?
Yeah.
Yeah, she just flies around and just sees normal nighttime swampy stuff, some toads hopping around. And...
Yeah, no. I asked Patch to also make a perimeter, but he is in the tent eating my cookies, so I will just roll for myself. Oh shit, why can't I see my result? Okay, here we go.
We can.
Terrible. That's terrible. Cool.
You are a little worried that Patch has been gone very long, and you're just worried he's going to give himself a tummy ache, so you don't really see much. Thankfully, there's 4 hours passed without anything happening.
So I'll while this is going on, I'll turn to Moira and everyone else is make sure everyone else is asleep. Look around, and once I'm comfortable with it, they are. But are we gonna stay with them for long?
I don't know. I mean, they seem nice enough. If they don't set us on fire.
I worry there's a possible political catastrophe.
What do you mean?
Oh, haven't you noticed Rutherford is from the Wendalian Empire?
Oh, right. I'm not very good at politics.
Oh, so see, they're at war.
Well, I know that much. That the older guy told me.
Shorehas, yes. He could be a liability here in Shorehas.
Well-
Steal his boots.
What do you mean?
Meaning, if people know where he's from, that could lead us into some uncomfortable situations.
I hadn't thought of that, but maybe we'll just need to ask him to. I mean, he's probably aware that it would be uncomfortable for him here.
I don't know his opinion of the drow either.
Well, you haven't said anything, overtly racist. So that's encouraging, right? I mean, like they said that about the dwindle guys who say that about the goblins. They're very upfront.
Oh, but the goblins are fine here in Shorehas.
I know goblins should be fine everywhere. They're people.
Agreed. If you feel safe with it, I'm your guard.
Well, I've been in weirder situations, but we'll keep an eye out.
Okay. And scene.
Game scene. That was lovely.
Yay.
So your time passes without any.
You cut out there.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
So just you don't see anything. Your watch passes uneventfully. You can head on to bed now and wake up the next group.
I would like to spend my trance portion, like while I'm trancing, learning how to play those pipes with my I forgot what it is, trance proficiency ability that lets me pick up a tool, an instrument, or something weapon proficiency every long rest.
Nice.
And I will drop alchemy for the day in order to pick that up.
Shortly before the next watch starts, I'll make a small pot of tea and pour that out and go wake up Rutherford. Excuse me, Rutherford.
What is it?
It's time for your watch.
Oh,
I made
my
some
apologies.
tea for you to wake up with.
Oh, well, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for protecting us as we rest.
Well, it will be mostly Archie protecting my eyesight's for shit. But I'll wake you up if he sees anything.
Well, good night.
Sleep well. And Yeah, so Archie has advantage on perception checks.
Awesome.
Hi, there you go.
So yeah, he sees everything. He can like zone in on some little frogs doing some nasty frog business. I don't know why I said that.
Assy frog business.
Nasty
Poor Archie. He's
I mean, he seems to
full
like
of
it. It's
that.
all right. He looks away quick because I don't know if he's into voyeurism. It's not none of my business. Then he just hears
Uh-huh.
he hears
Yeah,
like
Don't kink shame my pseudo dragon.
no kink shaming. We are whatever you like. Anyway, he doesn't see anything unusual. That's all I wanted to say.
Cool.
Except some frogs doing the hippity hoppity.
And if he takes a few extra minutes before he comes back because he's enjoying the sight,
Just no
that's
socks.
none of our
No
business.
socks allowed. Okay, this is how it's going to be. I like it. All right, who is on watch with you?
I think it was just me and him. Me and Archie.
Okay.
I mean, I can be on watch with him, assuming that
Okay.
Maverick and Goose are going to go together.
Are we doing 3 watches or 2 watches?
We should only need 2.
We should only need 2 because how many hours do you guys need?
It was
It's 8 hours.
But you don't have to be asleep the full 8 hours either, though.
You can't be on watch. You have to be like doing something relaxing.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, well we can whatever you guys want.
Mercer usually does it 3 watches, but since they're elves, that would take up 2 watches. So it's
Yeah,
up
they
to
did
you.
for 4 hours.
Yeah.
So it's usually 3, but if you got 2 elves, that would maybe make up for 1.
It's up to the DM, honestly.
It's true.
Unless you guys have something you want to play out, and for a 3rd watch, I'm okay with just doing 2.
But remember, Archie will be watching.
That Goose sleeps so soundly upon hearing that. Completely.
Oh.
All right, so the watch ends peacefully. Archie is pretty happy, and nothing happens.
Okay.
Everything's slow.
I don't know what's happening.
I have to do my 2 D20s at the beginning of every day.
Gotcha. And Sidrus is now not poisoned. Was he the only one that was poisoned from the cave? If so, if you were
I think
poisoned,
so.
you're not poisoned. And now that we are awake, Morgan is here with this map and our navigator. Once you guys figure out where you want to go, if you want to move fast or slow, navigator will roll, please.
Let's go on to B6 and just hoof it.
Yeah, nothing's been too bad so far.
All right.
So fast pace.
Famous last words.
Who's
Now,
leading?
we'll remind you that I'll give you a 5-point penalty to whatever Bill rolls. But
YOLO. Unless you're, consecrated. Consecuted.
Does everybody agree to that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go right ahead.
All right, let's roll
Sure.
it.
Already did.
Oh, you did. Oh, you guys are fine. I was hoping a little bit they'd be lost because that would be fun, but
Of course you want me to get lost.
and I need to make a roll something. Okay. Got that down. All right, where are you headed?
B6?
Is anybody? Morgan is going to come with you, and when you say B6, she's like, "Oh, that's a nice place. I like that." I like
What's so special about it, Morgan?
Well, as you can probably tell from the map, it's the ritual stone.
What
You
exactly?
could tell that from the map, yes.
What kind of rituals exactly are performed here?
Oh, I don't know that.
It's not goblin sacrifice, is it?
Oh, I wouldn't think so here.
Do we want to try it?
Goblin sacrifice.
Goblin-
So I'm
no.
opposed to it.
We're not.
It's wrong.
We're not killing our little friend here.
No, we're sacrificing.
Oh, we're not going to get the
No,
money if we
no.
sacrifice, though.
I don't think any goblin will
I
be
don't think goblin
sacrificed here.
sacrifice is a thing in the Kryn dynasty.
Not in this swamp.
No, we're far more noble than that here in Jorhas.
What, you don't make goblins sacred? That's what sacrifice means, to make sacred.
Yeah, but it also removes their life, and that's frowned upon.
Well, depends on what kind of person they are.
To the ritual stone.
To the ritual stone. So as
I'm
you are making your way that way, let me just make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it'll be 5 miles. Ahead, you spy a mossy, I almost said Nasi mole. Oh my God. Words are hard today. It's a Monday kind of Wednesday. It's not even Wednesday, it's Tuesday. Never mind. Sorry. Let's start over. Ahead, you spy a mossy knoll rising out of the marsh with a curious stone standing at its center. A jagged, 8-foot-tall monolith of black rock. The stone is laced with veins of crystal that shimmer with a strange light. Let's hit.
What kind of crystal? And what kind of light?
Hold on a second.
Oh,
No, not no, yeah.
Are we in Skyrim?
Yeah, this is.
I wanted
I
to
did steal
do
this
my
from
dragon,
Skyrim. That there's no
dragon
map.
lore.
Just
Dude, dude.
The stone is about 3 feet across. It glows with a pale radiance, and it sheds a dim light in a 5-foot radius. If you guys want to put yourselves on the map, I guess you don't have to.
I'll look at the map and then look at the stone, then back at the map, and then at Morgan, and be like, "You're not very good at scale, are you?"
Nora,
Yes.
would I know what kind of ritual takes place at this?
You would not know. I do not believe you would know.
Given my
But-
long history,
Give me an Arcana check.
Disadvantage.
clicked it. Oh, nice.
Okay. Yes. You know that this ritual stone is, it was in dedication to one of the dark primordial gods. And it's just a refresher, the primordial gods are kind of like the Titans, the Greek mythology.
So not the betrayers.
What's that?
Not the betrayer gods.
No.
Okay.
They walked the earth before the prime deities and the betrayer gods. They claimed this world as their own. And when the prime deities starting to make life, when they created the first humanoid and the first dragon, the primordial gods waged a war on not only the new creatures but also the prime deities. And that's where the betrayer gods came. They broke free from those gods and actually joined the primordial gods. And as we all know, they failed. The prime deities won the war, and the betrayer gods were imprisoned or banished, and the primordial gods were destroyed, and the remains were scattered back amongst their own planes. And the prime deities were also, they locked themselves away, so no other gods can interfere with this new world. So this is a remnant of that time dedicated to one of the dark primordial gods.
Oh, this is a garbage.
let's see. And you guys aren't on the map, but I'm going to say, Goose, where you are standing in front of the stone, if you could give me a perception roll, please.
Okay, 1 second. Ian, grab the baby.
No good can come from this place.
And it's possible. I mean, sometimes light comes from dark.
18.
I forgot to add for Sidrus. There's now that for modern spellcasters, they just use this to commune with their own deities and patrons and to attune to the stone. And so for the perception roll, Goose, in
Wait a
front
minute.
of
I
you,
think dark worship happens here. Okay.
you notice that there's 3 fragments of the stone that look like you can just reach in and remove them.
There's 3 fragments of the stone. Let's. Is it okay to touch it?
You can try, yeah.
I wouldn't recommend it.
What's the worst thing that could happen?
I turn to our little guide person. I'm like, is it okay to touch these stones? You're the local.
I've never heard of anyone dying up here, so that should be a good sign, right?
That's not a lot of confidence there, friend.
It is around these parts.
What I will do, I will be smart. I will grab a stick and then poke at it with a stick first.
Okay.
I'll check for traps. I'm a rogue. What am I doing?
You certainly can do that.
I like the idea of poking it with a stick. You know, when I was a bear, I spent a year as a bear. Like, I got poked
Whole
with a
year.
stick a lot. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
And,
double 18s.
You don't sense any traps or anything. It's just a stone, honestly.
All right, I'll grab the stones then.
So you spent a year as a bear.
yeah.
And is it
a year's
true?
bear. Yes,
Bears do shit in the woods.
they do. They do. One time I defecated in my girlfriend's room, but she made me really mad. I mean, she took a whole year to tell the head druid that I turned into a bear. So I was kind of pissed off.
So you should.
My small friend, it's time you learn some boundaries.
So
Yeah.
did you shit while you were the bear or after you were returned to goblinhood in her room?
I don't even want to know.
Well, I was the bear. I'm not a barbarian.
Well, no,
You
you're
ever hear of a bard named Amber Heard?
Oh, no.
That is fair.
Topical.
It's very topical. Okay, so who grabs the stones? The fragments?
I'll do it. I'll grab it. I poked at it with a stick first. I made sure there was no traps. I'll grab it. What? Is there something I should know?
I'm going to grant her a mote a possibility. So essentially
Oh,
guidance.
thank you.
And I shall grant her a crowbar.
Ah, thank you. Thank you.
Just in case you have to make a save or something.
If you do want to play with the stones, you're right. But if you lay them down right there, I could cast Identify on them and we could know if they were going to try to kill us or not.
Oh, good idea. I'll do that.
And I'll take 10 minutes to ritually cast Identify.
Okay.
Does the ritual stone help him cast a ritual?
It should.
Should make it like half time,
No
yeah.
one has communed with the stone, so far it's just a stone.
Hey, stone! We're trying to commune with you.
If you are a spellcaster, you're free to do so. For the Identify, you know that these fragments they start to kind of glow, and they do look like the same glow that's coming off the stone in general. So you know that it does contain some of the magic that the stone as a whole does. and whoever holds a fragment will essentially be granted the spell. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right. Augury? Augury? I don't know where the
Augury, yeah.
emphasis is. Except it's a little different. We don't have bone gems. So basically, your fragments are going to be a magic 8-ball.
Ooh.
Nice.
That's
And
cool.
those of you who don't know the spell,
It'll basically say you ask a question, and then you get the following omens: wheel for good results, woe for bad results, wheel or woe for both good and bad, and nothing.
and just replace that with whatever the magic 8-ball used to say.
Nice.
That's what we have.
Mine just says all signs point to go fuck yourself. What does that mean?
Man, how did you already roll?
Okay. So how many times can we use it per day and such?
You can use it more than once, but the more you use it, the less likely you're going to get a correct answer. Does that make sense?
And can I use 10 more minutes to cast Identify on the entire ritual stone to see what would happen if I did attune to it?
Sure. Yeah. So that 10 minutes pass, and you learn that if the spellcaster attunes to the stone or communes with it, they will be blessed with the effect of guidance for a random number of days that you will roll for.
So spellcaster. Small fellow and Moira, tall elf lady. Any others amongst us practitioners of the arcane arts?
I practice the divine arts.
I'm a decent watercolorist.
I mean,
Nice.
you practice
Set it up.
divination.
In a sense.
Are you trying to be vague on purpose?
No. I just don't really know how to explain it.
Do you cast spells?
Yes, I cast spells.
Okay then. We should all take some time attuning to the ritual stone. It's not scary, but will help us for a few days have just a slightly increased chance of not fucking things up.
I shall pass. Thank you, though.
Any spellcaster that would like to
We lost you, Nora.
Gosh, dang it. Am I back?
Yep.
I'm like,
What the heck? Okay, any spellcaster that would like to commune with the stone, it will take 30 minutes.
okay. I would
But you
definitely
get-
want to.
Same.
You get unlimited guidances for a couple of days. Damn right, you guys should do that.
Yeah.
Kiss the stone. Kiss the Blarney stone.
Kiss the Blarney. Shalante. So if you do commune with the stone, please roll a 1d2 plus 1. All right, and that's how many days you'll have guidance. If you please keep track of that. So who has picked? There are 3 stones at the moment. We have Goose picked one up. Is anybody going to take the other 2?
And they look to match this stone itself?
I'm sorry, I can hear you.
They match this stone?
Yes.
Question. Could I use, and it's not in the spell, so you can feel free to say no. Could I possibly use the spell Ceremony at some point to cleanse this of any primordial influence?
No. Oh, I thought anybody could answer.
No, this is not a democracy. I'm sorry.
Kind of like as a religious thing, not as an actual like.
No, I like that. I think that sounds great. I think the denizens of Yersin and the surrounding marsh would appreciate that.
All right, I just want to rededicate this stone more to Luxon than a primordial shitbag. So yeah, I'll pick one up then.
And the goblins would really are going to really love that because they do have Luxon temples traveling with them.
So what is its effect again? Is there a handout or
Augury.
Augury,
The augury.
the Magic 8-Ball edition. So whoever picks up the stones, and there are 3 at the moment, please roll. Where's that roll? I cannot find it. 1d3 plus 1.
I would like to take one if no one would object, but if someone else really wants it, it's okay. I have other stones. I have lots of moonstones.
This isn't like a religious thing for the Luxon people because I did find it, so I would like one.
No, this right now, no. This is just a fragment for a Magic 8-Ball.
I mean, hokey religions and ancient weapons are no match for me, so I don't need it.
I'll pass. We just communed with an ancient ritual stone. I have no reason to carry around its shed skin flakes.
Wow,
That's very good to get.
that was some description.
your vocabulary is interesting.
So whatever you roll, that's how many days that this would you can use your fragments, and this is asking it about a course of action that you are going to take in the next 30 minutes.
So these only last for 2 days.
Whatever you roll, yeah,
Okay.
The fragments? Okay.
yes.
It's a 2nd level spell, so that's not bad. 2 days.
Nope. You have to tap roll. Jesus. Okay.
Nice. All right.
Well, that makes it easy to track too because guidance and that both 3 days. Good. Yay.
So what now?
Wait, how many times did you say we could use these stones in a day? Once.
No, you can use them multiple times.
Okay.
But after the first time, the chances of you getting a correct answer begin to drop.
Else, there's still one more of these things.
Yeah, Goose needs to
Yeah,
roll.
Goose needs to roll.
Oh,
Oh, she's feeding the baby. Can you roll for her?
Sure.
Oh yeah, I was about to say. Can one of you guys do that for me? I was trying to do it one-handed.
Is it 1, 2, 3? You have for 2 days.
Yay! Magical luck stone.
So whenever you guys want to use it, just let me know. With your questions.
This isn't Luxon. So, anyways, I don't see Goblin Lady here. Shall we move on?
Yep.
Just well.
indeed.
Himrock, if you may, please lead on.
So let me move Mr. Morgan. No, just one per day. You are good. Okay, so it looks like you guys have enough movement left to either hit B7 or B8 for this day.
Which one does Morgan think she would be more likely at? I have a feeling she's going to be at the very last one, but that's metagaming.
That is
You're
how our
free
luck
to
has
ask
been.
Morgan anything.
It's always the last place you look.
Oh, wait, why don't one of you ask your damn stones which is the right way to go?
It's fair.
We could ask Morgan first. He is a little less expensive.
I mean, he's also going to only last a couple more days, so.
Oh, Morgan.
Yeah. So, Morgan, we've been 6 places now without any luck. Where's she at, man?
You know, I would have thought she would have been here or even at the crumbling tower, to be honest. So yeah, I really don't know.
Like, are we going to 7, 8, or 9, bro?
Well, you said he put notes on the map now. We can't see any notes, so.
I just put like names of the places.
Oh, I see. But there's no name for B8, B9, or B7.
Right.
So what is, as I point to B8, this big mound here?
Oh, B8. That is a very special place. Yeah.
You've said that about every place we visited.
It all is special. This is my swamp, and I love it.
Morgan, what's at B9?
B9. Well, that's the Fort Venture.
Yeah, isn't that where Rutherford's bros are at?
That is where the Dwendalian army. Yes.
How friendly are they to outsiders?
We already had an encounter with them. And
They
you
are
tried to bullshit them, remember? When they almost had the fight with you and Rutherford had to talk them down
Even
from
with
it.
the trading party showing up, they would be cruel.
We don't look like a trading party.
No.
We're not carrying anything.
Don't we
I
have
don't
followers
think-
with wagons?
No, not here in the swamp.
Oh, okay.
Just
And
to
I don't
interrupt,
think-
you do not have enough miles left to make it to Fort Venture.
I'm aware we can't make it there today, Morgan, but still, I feel it's worth consideration.
And if we do decide to go there, I think our friend Hemlock might want to turn into something less scary than a bear, but certainly not himself.
Yes, I think that seems like an advisable plan, given the way we heard them speak about goblins.
Hey, Hemlock, would you shit in their bedrooms?
It seems like they deserve it.
Yes, thank you.
Well, that's
We have
just
familiars
a
that
great way
can
to
just
get
drop
your
it off.
foot slit.
But so we've got two options here. We can either do this, or we can do that.
Or we could just go straight to it.
But we don't have enough. We have enough movement today to
Yeah,
hit B7
so we just-
or B8, but not B9. So we might as well hit another one if it's going to be tomorrow
Well,
anyway.
it's been the
for-
night anyway. We might as
Oh,
well see
Morgan.
something else.
Morgan, what's at B7?
Well, that is past the swamp. That is the bluffs. And you remember that
That's not an
Overlord
answer.
Goofball did mention the bluffs. Yes, that's I don't go there because people do go in there and don't come back. I mean, then maybe they're leaving the swamp, but I don't care to find out.
I say we go to the bluffs to scare the shit out of Morgan.
I vote for the bluffs as well.
Let's
It's
Might
the
as
closest
well.
one.
Because that just seems kind of shitty. But because, if people go there and they disappear, maybe that's just what happened to Bobby, and we need to. Bullfrog deserves to know. Maybe we could save her.
And there's less trees there, right, Morgan?
No, there are trees there. They're just not in boggy swamp water. It's a mountain.
I mean,
Which is good for me. Good for
We
me
can,
because
we have a bunch of different flying options, so we can scout out a bunch of bluffs real quick. Because, bluffs may be easier to see than a tangled mass of fetid swamp water, fern, and
Mm-hmm.
amphibian shite.
Ooh,
Forget lizard shite.
what you guys are standing in.
well, some of us are standing and some of us are swimming.
Oh, get your snorkeling gear on, Hemlock.
Yeah, Hemlock, get us to the bluffs, please.
At least we can have dry feet when we go to sleep tonight.
Okay, I'm going to follow you guys up to the bluffs, but I'm not going to go in. Okay? Trusting friends. I'm
Okay.
going to keep my huge
Hey, that's fine.
map safe.
Right. Suit yourself.
Fair. That's fair.
We'll have to take the map into the bluffs with us, Morgan.
No.
Yeah, how else do we get out?
Yes, we could get lost.
What would your boss say about that?
I can't give you my map, though.
And you'll have to come with us.
Yes.
You can do it.
I'm very scared, but you were right. I have to do this. I have to face my fears, right?
You're very brave, Morgan.
I'm gonna just eat this cookie before I go. And he
You
pulls
know,
out the cookie and eats it whole.
Is it a special cookie?
It is a special cookie.
It's got
Mm.
sprinkles.
No, I think special in a different way, Maverick.
Sprinkles. All right, so we're headed to the bluffs.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. This is exciting.
To the bluffs we go.
To the bluffs. So, if you guys will please put yourselves on the map where the little arrow at the top.
God, I'm scared.
Do you see the arrow?
I see the arrow. I also see all the other things that scare the shit out of me.
Oh, there's the arrow. I was scrolled way too far over to the left, and I was like, I don't know what anybody's scared about. There's nothing on this map.
Oh my god, a Karen!
We're going to the wrong map, the wrong arrow.
Oh. Wait, you.
One is going into the bluffs, and one is going out of the bluffs.
Oh. You
I just
didn't
wanted to
say
make
which
sure you
arrow.
guys know. I know. I did a little.
marching order wise, I'll be in front. I don't mind.
Okay, as you were journeying, I should have read this. I forgot. As you near the end of the wetter portion of your journey, the mist-veiled western marshland slowly gives way to the rocky foothills of Broken Vale Bluff. Sharp crags of steep foothills are visible ahead, as are the openings to what must be hundreds of natural caves. Let's see, who has...
Hey, what's the weather like right now?
Up here in the mountains, it's dry, not raining, sun's out.
Okay.
Let's see, it looks
And
like
we're
only
supposed
Hemlock.
to see Barb and Cheryl and Sharon.
Oh yeah, they're not hidden. Hemlock is the only one with a passive perception of 16. So what you notice is that there are a lot of bones spread around where you can see both humanoid and animal. And as you can all see, the culprit.
There's a lot of bones here, guys.
So Citrus, you said you were moving into the bluffs. I'm echoing, I hate this. Did you guys hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Citrus, you said you were walking in?
I'm just like leading the party.
Okay. All right. As you do enter the bluffs, you do see a swarm of ravens ahead, and they of course see you. So let's roll some initiative. Hold on, not yet. Now let's roll some initiative. Swarm of ravens.
But why would they be angry? Oh, okay.
Shit.
Was one of you angered the Raven Queen?
Who angered the Raven Queen?
I am the Raven Queen.
I don't know. These motherfuckers are attacking us.
Okay, we got 1, 2.
I guess I don't know any bird slurs, do I, to yell at them?
As a bird, you
Oh,
would
call
think
them
you would.
stupid goths or something.
I do speak Aran, so you're nothing but a jackdaw.
Ooh.
Yes, that did seem to anger them. So now they're kind of rabid and waiting to come get you.
And focused just on him.
Yeah. All right, Moira, you are up first.
Oh, goody. I will just yeah, I wish I had it reading myself. Okay. We'll just blast the ravens. The angry ravens. Or not, probably with that.
The
Ooh,
swarm, it might
that
hit.
did just miss.
Okay.
Oh,
Is that your turn?
I believe that is my turn. Yeah.
Mr. Hemlock.
Okay, I'm going to bonus action wild shape.
To the brown bear.
Yep.
Jesus
That
Christ.
looks like the
Fuzzy
bear
Wuzzy's
from
huge.
Annihilation.
Do what?
The bear from Annihilation. Did you see that flick? It's awesome.
Yeah.
And I will attack the swarm of ravens.
Do it.
Makeup on.
Ah,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to take it
It
off.
was both hit. I thought that was the damage. Jesus. 18.
Almost.
Yeah, they've seen better days already.
Quoth the raven, fuck around and find out.
There, no one else.
Indeed. Is that your turn, brown bear?
Yeah.
Maverick.
It's just a swarm of ravens, so I don't think I have to worry.
They're on your
I
left.
was just gonna fly up, attack, and go. Oh wait, 'cause I can't remember if these guys have what's. Well, you can't tell me till after I do the move anyway. So, I'll move up. I got goose on my back, so oh wait, let me flip the token. There we go.
Nice.
And I'll fly up, attack, and then move away. And if they have a attack with a range more than 0, they can do an attack of opportunity. And where's sneak attack? There it is. And I have him on my back, so sneak attack.
Oh yes. Yeah, that hits. I love you attach gifts to that.
I forgot I
that's it.
attached that.
Then you smushed them. They're just a big pile of beaks now. That was it.
Now, can we see we can't see these guys though.
You see what you see.
Yeah, they're only like 60 feet away, or wait, 30 feet away.
Yeah, do they see us?
No, not yet.
So we have a surprise round.
So are these harpies?
Yes, they are.
And we know there's tons of bones around, so likely the harpies are eating people. So I still have some movement. So
Go for
I'm
it.
going to move over here because we'll be able to get down to Karen on our next turn. Make them come to us. And done.
Okay, hold on just one second. All right, Sidrus.
All right, I'll look at harpy. Like, hate harpies. Friends, I'm afraid they must be eliminated. I'll reach out towards Karen and like make a crushing like grip with my hand towards her. I need her to make a dex save.
All right.
Yeah, she passed.
Karen's be like that.
Yeah, so either way, some gray light just came like zooming out of the heavens and like impacted the ground right next to her.
Nice. Is she affected by rough terrain or anything?
No.
Okay.
I'm just saying she'd be well aware that a bolt of light just came zooming at her from heaven.
Yeah, she's about to join. All right, is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Very good. Goose.
All right, I am going to whip out my rapier and hold my action until Maverick and I come into attacking distance of Karen. An enemy specifically, not specifically that Karen over there.
Gotcha. All right. Rutherford.
Okay. Scoot up just a smidge behind Fuzzy Wuzzy and Firebolt. Okay. Ugh. Okay, that's my turn.
And that brings us back to the top of the round. And we're going to add.
Oh, never mind. I was going to ask, would she have had disadvantage on that dex save since she didn't know I was there?
Oh. Yeah,
But-
we can totally go back and do that.
Too late. No, don't worry about it.
Right, let me just add these in then. What am I doing? Oh, I keep hitting the wrong button. Moira, back to you.
Okay, I will hex Karen and move around Fuzzy Wuzzy a little bit and try to hit her with a lunar blast.
Nice.
What are you hexing? Remember, you hex one of their ability scores as well.
Oh shit, I do.
Doesn't affect saves, so just pick.
Oh, okay. Dex.
They're
Maybe
50,
only.
so that's good.
Okay, and so here is the blast. Ooh.
It definitely is.
And
Nice.
some hex damage.
Just a D6.
Very nice.
That's my turn.
It's a very good turn. Karen definitely felt that. Hemlock, back to you.
All right, I will roar loudly. Move up and attack.
Okay.
If they didn't all know that we were here, now they do.
There's both it. That's crazy. Why did I say you could have all these? I don't. This is a bad idea.
He's a moon druid. That's just par for the course.
Mm-hmm.
Karen is hanging on by her blonde wig, and that's it. That's all she's got going. Is that your turn, Fuzzy Wuzzy? Maverick.
All right. So, how badly hurt does Karen look? Quite.
Super, super bad. Like she's been standing outside calling the police for like an hour now.
Okay. Well, then we'll go for the next one if he's got her handled. Because there's no point in wasting 2 sneak attacks on an almost dead thing. I have enough range to get to here. And I still have 10 feet of movement.
Nice.
And we both are going to attack Steph.
Do it. Oh yeah, hit. Lord. Okay. That hits. Wow.
And these guys will, if she's still alive, she will get an attack of opportunity, but I'm just checking something. I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage.
Nice. Very good. Do you have what's fancy footwork yet?
No, that's next level.
Yeah.
That's what the fancy footwork is. This entire character's point.
Remember it well. All right. Awesome. So is that your turn?
That is it.
Citrus.
Right. I'll move here, and I will. I'm going to glare at Deborah, kind of like the Magnum glare from Zoolander,
Yes.
and I need a con save.
Very good. Holy
I don't know
crap.
why that's an attack roll. That's not.
Con save. Ooh.
Oh,
Damn, Deborah. You need to shit on her desk.
All right. Yeah, she's good. Fix
All
that. It's not
right.
an attack roll.
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
It is Deborah's turn. So everyone in a 300-foot radius, which is everybody. I hope this works. You begin to hear this. All right.
no.
There we go.
Dang it, I'm playing the next episode.
I can recognize it. I heard enough of it to know.
Because that is that is the song of our people, and that is song.
Yes.
So you all please give
I
me
no longer want to
wisdom.
kill the harpies. I just want to join them.
So I need a wisdom save from everybody, please.
This is charm. Okay.
I need advantage on that.
And it's 11 is save.
While I'm within 10 feet of Archimedes, I have advantage on magical saving throws.
Oh shit.
I'm
I
gonna
have a
spend.
double advantage on that. I have that as a fae, and I have advantage from being around Patch, but I still.
I'm gonna use my inspiration point to re-roll mine.
Yes.
Oh,
there you
that's a
go.
good idea.
There you go. It's totally acceptable.
Well, I'm glad
God
I had.
damn it!
3 ass rolls in a row.
Okay, for those who rolled 11 or higher, not charmed. For those who did not, let's see.
We just like ladies with chicken legs.
You are target. You are incapacitated and ignore songs of other harpies. If you're more than 5 feet away, you must move on your turn. But what? Oh, you must move toward the harpy, but not by its most direct. Oh, I don't understand. Doesn't avoid opportunity attack. What?
So half the party lost the saving throw of 11 or higher.
Well, you can repeat your saving throw at the end of each of your turns. And also, if you take, I think, something big happens. Deborah. No, she doesn't.
Shut your filthy
Take
mouth.
that back.
If she did a lot of meth, maybe
She put like a fake jaw on and sharp teeth.
I thought it looked like Gollum.
More like Gollum with some red hair. Yes. Okay, it looks like The target must move on its turn toward the harpy by the most direct route. Okay, I've been reading it wrong this whole time. So you have to go to the harpy. And do you get to take your turn now?
You probably at the end of your turn roll.
You do. You're incapacitated at the end of your turn. Okay, sorry, that was a lot to read.
Does
and
damage interrupt it? I can't remember.
Not just regular damage. I think if you if you take fall damage, it interrupts it.
No,
yeah.
like if your
Before-
party member stabbed you.
Before moving into shitty damage, you can try it again, but it doesn't say anything about just regular damage.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then probably not if it doesn't say so.
Yeah. All right. That's her turn. Now it's Karen. Karen is going to look at this huge brown bear and cry a little bit, but she's going to fight for her life. Both hit. All right, that's not too bad. 9 damage. Goose.
Maverick, what's wrong with you? I'm gonna shoot at her with my short bow because there is no way she's gonna take Maverick away from me.
Nice. And that was Deborah?
Yeah, whoever's singing the song, who's ever captivated Maverick.
Yes, that is Deborah. And that is 9.
You would have
And
sneak
she has
attack,
to
though, would you?
do.
No, you won't have sneak
I
attack.
won't have sneak attack. Crap, I forgot to unclick it. My bad.
Just ignore it.
Yeah, so it's 6.
And does she have to do her other to make sure she's still singing when she gets hit? Okay. Did you just mansplain concentration check to me? No inspiration for you.
Okay, so basically you roll like a d20 and they have to get beyond a d, and they have to roll a concentration check or a con save and have to get above a 10 plus the spell level. I think in this case it would be like a 12 or 13.
Yeah, so does that mean she drops concentration?
I think a concentration check is just 10 or above, you pass.
Well, damage affects it as well.
10 or half the damage taken, whichever is higher.
Yeah, so it's exceed 20 damage before 10 doesn't pass.
Right.
Okay. So 10 does pass.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's very simple. All right. Rutherford.
Okay.
Just hold on just 1 second. Where did you guys find that? So I can, it's not in her stat block.
I just looked it up in the rules. Let
Okay,
me.
so just the charm spell.
It's under concentration.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
in the compendium even.
Okay, very good. All right, sorry, Rutherford. You may continue.
Thank you. Okay. Because Karen is like almost dead, it looks like. He'll take a shot at her so the bear doesn't get hit again.
Nice.
Is 4 enough?
That was for Karen?
Yeah.
You killed Karen.
Haha, I've always wanted to.
Very nice. All right. Is there anything else?
Not for me.
Very good. Moira.
Moira is charmed, so she will just crip walk towards Deborah and then repeat her saving throw. And so I use my full movement to move towards her, right? Or do I dash towards her?
It doesn't say dash. It just says to use your action and move towards her. The most direct way. And that was the start of the round, so I am going to Sharon. Don't you tell my mom I used her name. Oops, sorry. Nice. So it's 19?
Yep.
Yeah, you are no longer charmed.
Fuck you, Deborah.
Very good. Hemlock.
All right, I will move toward Deborah.
Yeah, she's not looking great either. Recharge?
Yes. I need more.
Not anymore. Congratulations.
Cool.
Maverick.
All right. I have to use my action to move towards, but now Goose will have sneak attack damage at
Ooh.
least.
Nice.
And I reroll my wisdom save, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
So you come here often? I love the swamp. You're real pretty.
Just hisses at you.
Ever.
I'm gonna follow her into the bathroom. Oh yeah, we're going full Top Gun. It was super creepy. And done.
Sorry, Bill needed my phone and I needed a new drink.
Nice.
Very good. All right, so that was. So if it matches, it's pass, right?
Yes.
Oh, it was 11, wasn't it?
Oh, it
Yeah.
was 11. I'm sorry, you were still charmed. Wow.
Yeah, I'll totally break the charm if you want me to,
I
but
was very honest. Thank you. Sidrus?
I'll be right back. My AC's at the bottom. Just attack me.
How's Deborah looking?
Bad, real bad. Somebody shit on her desk and somebody else is eating a bagel.
I'll just purge her again, or I'll just purge her. So I'll cause a bolt of grayish light come descending from the sky to where she's standing.
Nice.
I need a dex save.
Dex save. Very good. Oh!
That one, bitch.
It hit her like directly and she kind of fell to the ground with that natural 1 roll. 7 psychic. Oh, and that is it. You killed Deborah.
And nobody's charmed anymore.
No one is charming. All
Yay!
three. Okay.
And then I'll move up to right there.
Very good. Next up is Barb. Barb is going to fly up to Sidrus, just hiss with her whole Barb face, and attack.
Can you at least buy me a drink?
I guess none of those.
I'm not even I'm just going to stand there and not even react. But like when she claws at me, I'll just like lean one way. She clubs, I'll lean the other.
Makes her so mad. She's so enraged that she can't even hit anything. Nice. That is her turn. Next up is Sharon. She sees how angry Barb is, so she's going to come help. And she hisses.
Mm.
Damn, Sharon.
Damn, Sharon. Hold on a second.
12 slashing. That is her turn. Goose.
I am going to shoot at Barb, and this time I have sneak attack.
She moved. Oh, no. Never mind. Oh, yeah, she does.
Oh, yeah, that was Deborah. That hits. I think you still get sneak attack, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Sidrus is there.
Nice. So that is 6. Barb is like, gets hit in her wing, and she's very angry. She's not having a good time here.
She shouldn't eat people.
That's a life lesson for you. All right, Goose, is that your turn?
That's my turn. Yep, that's my turn.
All right, go, Mr. Rutherford.
Okay, I'll just take a shot at Sharon from back here.
I really shouldn't have named her that.
19.
That definitely hits. Set that
9
bitch on
damage
fire.
to Sharon.
Very nice.
That's all.
That does some pretty good damage. Back top of the round, Miss Moira.
I will move my hex from dead Karen over to living Sharon, and I will lunar blast her.
Nice.
Whee!
Yeah, that definitely
Oh,
hits.
that should not have been with advantage, but fix that. The first one was the good roll. So, okay. So damage and X damage.
Nice. Boom. Chipping away. Now she's starting to droop a little bit. Her little wings. I don't know how harpies. I don't know if they fly. The ones in WoW does. That's how I know.
Nice.
All right, is that your turn? Ooh.
That's my turn.
Hemlock, it is you. Is he gonna call Mama? Cool.
So much has happened. Now I have to talk my mother-in-law. Okay.
Oof.
Well, only she doesn't let you re-roll a bad roll.
I must have said something to my sister that day, and I was like, "He's a harpy." What'd you get, Mom? Oh, that last one, you kind of slip forward and you just nip the end of your other. You don't do any damage, but it's super embarrassing.
That's it.
Is that your turn? Maverick.
All right, so Maverick will kind of shake his head as he was singing along with what's her face is now dead, right?
Yes. You're all doing the quick
So
dance.
totally like that. And I'm going to go up, attack Barb, sneak attack, and then fly. I tried for so long to get that gift to come up when I did a performance check.
It's amazing. I'm
It
so glad
doesn't
you're
work with
sticking
a
with the old
performance check.
school.
Okay, so why isn't this working? 1 second, there we go. All right, sneak attack. Oh, 8 does not hit probably.
Yeah, no, that misses.
And then I will bonus action back up.
See you later. All right, Sidris.
How about off of Sharon?
Let's see. She's seen better days, but she's still hanging in there.
And Barb is untouched.
Barb is a little touched. Just patted.
All right, I'm gonna like look at Sharon, growl at her, and be like,
She likes that.
"Do not attack me again." And I'm gonna reach out and try to touch Barb. 15 hit.
Yeah, I don't know what this is, but that hits her. 23 damage?
Yeah.
What the shit is
Those
this?
inflict wounds.
Oh,
You're level 2. Wow.
jeez.
Yep.
That is amazing. She didn't see this coming. She's just like, how dare! And she's just hanging on by a thread.
And then, like, I would like that to intimidate Sharon into not attacking me if possible.
Okay, on her turn, we'll do some roll.
Oh,
You already did it. Okay, very good. Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Barb's pissed. Barb she's pacing and she's saying, "How dare you?" And she's going to try to kill your face. And she fails. She's just too mad. And that makes her even madder. She's like, "Oh, all right." I mean, a 22.
Yeah, I didn't mean to roll with disadvantage on that. It would have been a 22.
Yeah.
The thing is, go ahead.
Is everything okay? Good. Yeah, she saw what you just did to Barb as it came out of the sky and almost murdered her face. So she is going to turn to Fuzzy Wuzzy, who just left the room, and attack. and misses. These guys suck. They suck at life, Sharon. Goose.
Sometimes it's a DM. You just don't get to hit people. It sucks.
That's it.
All right, I will get. Does an 11 hit?
11 does hit.
Yay!
Just, yeah. Is this at Barb?
This is at Barb.
Oh, yeah. That's it for Barb.
14 hit damage.
Like, hisses and just slumps down and is the harpy formerly known as Barb.
Good riddance.
Is that it for you?
Yep.
Mr. Rutherford in his fancy shoes.
I am just going to use the 9 I rolled earlier and then add the 7 modifier to it. So does a 16 hit?
It does hit. Who are you
Okay.
hitting?
Sharon.
Sharon, yeah.
And ignore the roll and we'll just see it would have hit anyway. But
Yeah.
9 damage. That's all.
Very nice. Let's see. That'd be. Yeah, and she's still pissed, but she's not looking great. More. This is the top of the round. 1 second. I am going to add Miss Cheryl. Moira.
Okay, I will blasty blast on Sharon.
No, say it like
Nope,
Ozzy.
it's just normal. So I did not hit.
Sharon.
Nice. I will get frustrated that does not work because I wanted her gone by now, and I will spend no, I don't have sorcery points yet. Just kidding. Haha. Not doing that. Wrong character. I'll just say fuck and move down the hill a little bit closer to the action.
That's how it rolls sometimes with Sharon's. Yeah. Try your best and you just can't kill her. Hemlock.
All right.
Okay, you're a bear. I just got it. I'm glad you finally found some filters.
Very bad rolls.
Oh God. Help me.
Unbearable.
All right. Let's see. Sharon just
Oh wait, doesn't the 11 hit though?
legendary action now, and we'll smush Fuzzy Wuzzy into the ground. Oh, 11 does hit.
Oh God, that's not a harpy. I'm just tits with wings.
What are we playing? WoW?
Fantastic.
This isn't supposed to be either.
What? I mean, it was just the torso. I don't understand.
I don't know. It looked like an actual. I mean, it was like this is supposed to be a harpy.
What the frat party kind of harpy is that?
I don't know. I'm a little frightened.
All right, that 10 almost does Sharon in. She's just her one wing is gone. She's just kind of flailing about, still like I'm still gonna kill you. Is that your turn, Maverick?
All right. And don't search for tits with wings gif. It won't get you something funny.
Uh-huh.
All right. So gonna come 5, 10, 15, 20. Attack.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, you filleted her. She's a shish kebab. Sharon kebab.
All right. And then if she's gone, then I will just step back behind the bear. Oh wait, so if I land on the bear, does that mean there's a goose riding an eagle riding a bear?
Yes, it does. It's like a turducken, except cool.
And yeah, done.
Sidrus. You right there, choking McKee.
Are potions an action or bonus action?
Bonus action.
I'm going to take a potion. That's
Oh,
2d4.
Fuzzy Wuzzy's over your health bar. Nobody could see that you're. Enough. Nice.
It's 2d4 plus 2.
Plus 2.
Okay, so
Still
10.
10. Yeah.
I cannot adjust my icon self. That's weird.
Mine never adjusted to the new hit point maximum. It just thinks I have 8 max hit points, even though I'm level 2 now.
And then
Right click on it and just change to green.
And then I'm going to do my blue magnum stare at Becky,
Okay.
and I need a con save from her.
Now Becky's not technically in the fight yet, so this I guess would be a surprise. Would she still need to do a save or just hit her?
She still has to save. It's a con save, so it's not like it's a.
Yeah.
You rule she does with disadvantage if you want, but.
Well, she.
It's
All
a
right, so
3.
she takes 3 damage and falls prone.
Nice. Oops. Math is hard. Cool. Is it your turn?
Turn.
Is she on the ground or her flying?
She's now on the ground.
I
How
mean, does she
far up
take
was
fall
she?
damage?
She was just hovering, so I don't know if she would take.
Okay.
Nope, 10 feet or more.
Yeah, none of them were really up in.
Oh, damn! I was hoping for that.
Yeah. No. They say lower medium.
Squawk and splat.
You should on the t-shirt.
I mean, if you hated seagulls, it'd be a good side business.
Yeah, that was my turn. So.
Yeah, Goose is up.
All right. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to get my sneak attack. And hold on. Let me see. I need to measure. All right, so Becky. Okay, Cheryl's 60 feet away. Becky's 65 feet away. I should be fine with short bow.
I think so. Oh, that hits, yeah.
Yay! 9 piercing.
Oh, you got her.
Die, bitch, die.
Very good. Is that your turn?
Yes, that is my turn.
Nice. Rutherford?
Got it, Cheryl.
I don't know why that was so funny.
1 whole damage.
Hey, she'll take it.
And she'll like it.
She will like it. She likes fire. I kind of move her. I'm just moving her so I can change her thing. Alrighty. And then it's her turn. She's going to fly up to Sidrus. And the club. 3 bludgeoning.
All right.
Laughable damage. All right, the top of the round, we are going to bring. What's her name? Becky.
Yeah, I don't have control over bar 1.
I can't stop moving this. What's that? I can't stop moving the nest. Jeez.
I hate when I do that.
Move your nest to the map layer.
Nice.
I don't have control over my green bar for some reason. Like I don't have edit rights for it.
That's really weird.
It's the little gear next to it.
You should work now.
Yes. Thank you.
And let me just reattach your stupid token, or else we'll have to do. Second, remove, and re-add. Oh, I'm not selecting any token. All right, that should be fixed.
Cool.
So Cheryl's up on me now.
Cheryl, what? Yes.
It's up. Oh, she's not on my screen. That's weird. Look.
Oh yeah, that is weird. Yours looks completely different.
Yeah, I don't know why I rolled 20. Stupid errors. At least it's not like the naked error. All right, Moira, and we have added Becky to the fight now.
Yeah, what is Cheryl wearing? Just
They are wearing. Here, let me.
I'm just fucking with you, Nora.
Oh, let's just show you. It's not great.
Is she
Nothing
fit?
special.
Like, is she hot?
No.
Show
Not
me
even a
that
little.
little picture. Okay, so Moira will creep up to behind this tree here and move her hex to Cheryl and maybe fire a lunar blast at her. Well, she will fire a lunar blast at her. Just may or may not hit her.
That does it.
Okay. Damage.
7.
6.
Nice. 10 total. She is starting to feel this damage.
Nice.
Hitting, hissing, and spitting, and just a big gross mess. Is that your turn?
Yep, that's my turn.
Fuzzy Wuzzy.
I'll move down by Cheryl.
Okay. Those both hit. You guys are
I barely touched her.
Negative inspiration.
negative, right? Is that your turn,
That is my turn.
Maverick?
All right.
Just the bare necessities.
I'm gonna mute you. Where's your?
Hey, Cheryl's updated.
Bill, I don't think I can bear it any longer.
Oh
Yeah, I
God!
can't see how far either.
No more bears allowed in the game. It's a new rule. I just found it on page 240.
16 hit.
Yep. Nice. And this was for Cheryl.
Yep.
Yeah, you murdered Cheryl's face.
Yay!
She did.
She did.
She did. Now there's only Becky, and Becky's looking around, a little panic in her eyes.
She Becky with the good hair though.
She's Becky with the terrible, terrible.
Becky with bangs.
Oh my God, Becky! Look at these adventurers.
And done.
Where did it go? It says C. I think it might just be a glitch, Jeremy.
Bill, if you can't use that wild shape anymore, Nora makes the rules. You're just going to have to grin and bear it.
Hey, session's over. Goodbye. All right, it is Becky's turn. She just wants to blast everyone making a bear joke. So she is going to come up beside Sidrus, but attack Fuzzy Wuzzy. Because that's what he gets. Oh! Shouldn't be happy.
She's gonna send him into hibernation.
God! No more bears. I'm done. That's 6 damage for you, big guy. And that is her turn. Back to Sidrus. Can anybody else see Sidrus's health bar, or is it disappeared forever?
I can't see it.
Because it says
No.
C. I wonder if you delete yourself and put yourself back on. I don't know. Yeah, I don't. Can everybody see his name?
No.
We've
Yeah,
never
there's-
been able to see his name.
No, not since the first session.
Fuzzy Wuzzy, I can see Fuzzy Wuzzy.
No, so just now we can see his name.
Oh, Oh yeah, I never noticed that.
Yeah, I've not seen your name in so long. I've spelled it wrong in all the recaps.
I can always see it, so you guys just let me know if you can't. It's
Still can't see the health bar though.
yeah, I don't know why. It says you can. I see is checked, and I unchecked it and rechecked it.
Yeah, whatever. Not a big
I don't
deal.
know what to do. I'll work on that.
Just let us know if you're dying.
Okay. I'm going to. I'm going to start. I'm going to drop to a very low tone of voice and stare at Becky. I'm starting to move my lips very. I got the mask on, so she's just going to hear it. Pss, pss, pss. And I need her to make a wisdom save.
Wisdom. Does she take half damage?
Hold on.
I can't remember.
I would like to use my channel divinity to disrupt her mind, so where she has to make that with disadvantage.
All right.
There you go.
There you go. So 16 big damage. That is a lot for Miss Becky.
And she has to use her reaction to move as far away as possible.
Okay, that would be they don't have a whole lot of flying. All right.
Attack of
There it
opportunity.
is. Do you get attack of opportunity if your reaction?
Not compelled movement.
Yeah, I don't think I get one if it's compelled.
Yeah, I didn't think. Good try, Fuzzy. All right, Sidrus, is that it?
That's it.
That is a great turn. Goose, you are next.
Feels good.
Yep. Short bow to the face.
Nice. Right in the face. Yes.
Right in the face. 8 damage.
You took out her left eyeball. She's still hanging on, though.
Dang. Becky tough. End of my turn.
Becky's seen some shit.
But she
Well,
wanted more.
she did see some shit.
Oh, no. All right, Ruth.
Okay.
See you.
Rutherford will take a very brave 10 feet forward and then fire off another firebolt.
To it. Yep.
7.
Nice. She's just hanging on. She won't give up. But she almost.
That's my turn.
Back to the top of the round with Moira.
Okay, I will move around a little bit close to Fuzzy Wuzzy so I can see around this nest looking thing. And I'll move my hex to Becky and blast her.
Nice. That is.
And the hex damage.
That's it.
The head damage did it.
With
Nice.
one scream and hiss in pain, Becky did. Wow, that was very impressive. That was a lot of harpy. Good job, guys.
Yeah, we lived.
We can gather the bodies all together, and Rutherford would do a detect magic to see if they're around their nest as well.
Yeah, I'd like to investigate for Bubby.
Okay.
Rutherford
Where,
doesn't.
like in the nest?
Yeah, Rutherford doesn't care about Bubby. Rutherford is just searching for magic.
Yeah, I'll be digging around.
Well, look for pieces of Bubby too.
Aww. Morgan starts to cry.
Aw, you know what? I can assist, and you can roll that with advantage to see if we can get it a little higher. I have investigate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yay, one more point.
A little bit higher.
So we're both just digging in. Just like my mom's nest.
Very nice.
Moira's a pretty big magic nerd, so Rutherford, she may assist you in checking these harpies out and their magic.
Okay, and yeah, see if they got any magic stuff, and then okay, then I will roll and investigate with advantage. But I would see anything magical glow, but if there's anything else, well,
Oh my
oh,
gosh.
my mouse don't click. So 23.
I gotta get the book out. Just a second. Look something up. You do not find any magical items.
Okay,
I really
what do I find with a 23 investigation?
Yes, if you were like around the bodies, you just find some old harpy clothes and their weapon. Well, no, they had clubs, so you found 6 clubs and some old ratty half clothes. Citrus, in the nest, you don't find any trace of Bulbara, but you do find 2 potions of healing. This one I did not give you guys for free, it was in the book. A decorative rapier with a crystal hilt that is worth 50 gold, and an assortment of loose coins totaling 21 gold. And I will pop that.
So not a combat rapier, like a put on the wall rapier.
Yeah, it's like a display kind of rapier. Yeah.
I'd like to take one of the potions of healing since I had to consume one this session.
Oh, you
just
just
pop that in.
kill yourself, cleric.
Not a cleric. All right, so I'm gonna grab one of those potions then.
Good.
I got
Now what?
3 already, so whoever needs one.
I'd say whoever has the leash should just take that one. It makes sense.
I still have 3.
I am not doing enough damage to you guys. What is going on? You guys were supposed to die like 12 times already.
I mean, the snakes.
You're just melting everything.
The snakes during session 1 almost did kill like.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah. Yeah, when I
Oh,
first
not
rolled that
anybody
damage, I
important.
was like, this is it. I'm going to kill everybody right now.
Yeah, level 1, time to die.
Thanks for coming to this first map. Goodbye. He's doing the demon laugh again. I don't know what's happening to my mom. Okay, so you guys have looted the nest. I think this is a good time to stop for a break. Is it 10 minutes? Is that good?
Yeah.
Works for me.
Good.
Yep.
See everybody back here at 9:10.
All right,
Yeah.
bear back.
That would be an 11-minute break, but I'll take it.
Not on my watch.
He gets a 9-minute break.
That's right.
Damn it!
Bear back. Back. Revving up your engines, listen to the howling roar. Metal under tension, begging for your touch and go. Highway to the danger zone. Right into the danger zone. Danger zone! Heading into twilight, spreading out her wings tonight. She's got you jumping off the deck, shove it into overdrive. Highway to the danger zone. I'll take you right into the danger zone.
We're back.
You back?
Back.
Pawns, you back! I can't wait for the Clone High movie.
We're back.
Also back.
If you're lucky, only 9 minutes.
No, I was going for 10.
Aw.
Rebel. Disadvantage.
So, are there other places to search except for the nest for Bubby?
We'll search around the hills and stuff.
I see a pile of bones.
There's a bunch.
Yeah, there are like 19 piles of bones.
I guess we probably should look through the bone piles.
Yeah.
Maverick will pick up one skull and put his hand into the bottom of it and start talking it like a puppet. Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen anything around here.
Everybody else starts to back away slowly. Examine their life decisions.
I mean, we could make xylophones.
Oh, Maverick.
Strap them on, the fold up kind.
Sell them as Mr. Bones' Wild Ride.
Oh no. It's fantastic. All right, well, it's 9:10, so just go and I'll catch him up. All right, so what did you guys want to do?
Well, we'll search the area for Bubby.
Yeah.
Or bits of Bubby.
Oh, all right.
Perception or investigation?
Fuzzy Wuzzy gets advantage on perception checks for smell for smell. So
Oh, okay.
He's
That could be
gonna-
fun. All right, let's do perception.
okay.
Yeah. Find old lady smell.
Investigate some of these bone piles.
Wait, how'd you
Okay.
get the old lady's smell? We didn't bring any granny panties.
Oh God. Let's get off this road.
Oh, God.
I went off. Where are you sniffing? Like, what is your radius? Your nose radius.
I'm just gonna sniff all over, sniff around
Okay.
the nest.
All
And,
right. I would say at the 16, you do kind of pick up a scent that doesn't quite belong here. It's not remains or anything. It would be flowers, wildflowers that look like where they were just picked and then dropped.
Okay, I'll roar.
Well,
To get
so
everybody's
that
attention.
investigation, you were doing the bones.
Yeah, I was investigating the bone piles. I just did one. If you want me to look at roll for each individual one, I will, but that was a general sort of picking
Most of
through
these
the bone piles looking for granny parts.
You don't think with that roll that any of them, Bulbara, they all seem to be more than a week old.
Yeah, all right. I'll let everyone know. I think these are more than a week old. They seem pretty picked clean. As you can tell, there's no like rotten material on them. They've been bleached white by the sun. Probably not recent.
Bill, you're just going to grout people.
Yeah, I'm a bear. I can't talk. So,
Well, that's
well, I found the
Hey,
flowers.
it is.
I'll growl and point at. I'll do like the pointing dog stance,
show me
whatever.
where Timmy is, Lassie. Where's the well?
Okay, where is he pointing us towards? Is it like here or
No.
What is it, boy? What do you smell?
this way? Okay, in that area where there are missing flowers, Rutherford will do an investigation check.
Nice. With that check, you do see the flowers. It looks like they've been kind of trampled. The whole surrounding area also kind of looks like there may have been a struggle of some sort. There's some deep footprints, like people were digging their heels in, maybe. And there's just a lot of there's a couple of little tree branches that are down. It just looks like maybe.
any note saying Bubby was here?
Nope, it's just the flowers that looks like someone had picked and dropped.
Just hoping for a note.
No note. There's no
No
note.
footprints leading away from the area.
I mean, there are footprints, but there's footprints that don't look any like once you leave this. There's not like a trail. There's a ton of footprints. There's no like nobody took a pocket knife into a branch, bull bar with a Z. But you remember, Boothall did mention that she was picking wildflower the day that she just.
We've gone as far as we can go for the evening, all right?
As far as movement for today, yes.
Okay.
We got a free nest. You want to hang out in the nest with us, guys?
No.
Do it.
I've been in the nest before. I'll do it. Yes, that sounds fun.
Okay, so here's how you do it. And you kind of, like, this is roughing it. This is old school. We don't stay in outdoor nests all the time as bird people. But
Yeah, we prefer our nest thermometers.
But you see, you lay your cot down over here, and then you make sure you stamp it down and kind of floof your feathers. I mean, I guess you guys would just flap your arms, and then you sort of push yourself up, and then you fall asleep.
I will do exactly that when it's time for sleep tonight. Like, I know we have watches and stuff to deal with, but like when it's time, that is exactly how Moira is going to go to sleep.
Amazing.
Flapping and everything.
Don't forget to preen yourself too. That's how you keep the nest clean.
That's
right.
Yes, I'm sure that's what the Harpies were concerned with. Sanitary conditions of their nest.
I mean, to be fair, it does look kind of quite cool.
I'll end wild shape.
Oh shit, where'd the bear go?
Everybody starts to panic.
I've never seen that bear and hemlock in the same room. It's
totally
odd.
Sus. It's very sus. All right, so what's the plan?
Set up camp here. I guess it's more or less dry. It's not swampy.
I'm gonna ask my stone. Should I camp here?
Magic 8-ball.
Good a question as any.
D10. Roll a D10, please. It is decidedly so.
A good idea. Cool. We're camping here.
Yep, we set up camp. We'll do watches.
All right, who's up first?
I thought we were just making the elves do it.
Oh, well, come on. We can't just always make the elves do it.
Well, I mean, if you ever...
I don't mind either. I enjoy watching the sunset.
Well, I'm more, say, from a logistical standpoint. Either way, you'll be sitting around for 4 hours if you're an elf, right? Because you only sleep 4 hours, so you've wasted it. So if you switch off, one can be sleeping while the other's watching, and nobody has to wait around for an extra 4 hours while the rest of the party sleeps.
You can't turn it on and off like that, though. It has to be 4 hours straight.
No, that's what I mean. You do one person does the first 4 hours, the second person does the other 4 hours, and the opposite sleeps during when they're not on watch. So you don't have that. Otherwise you two would be up for 4 hours in the middle of the night with the second watch anyway, because you've already slept 4 hours.
It's kind of lonely to do watch all by yourself.
What if at some point in the journey they become a couple and they want to canoodle? What time do they have to canoodle at that point?
When do you have time for baking when you're adventuring? The noodles take time and flour and pastry stuff.
And ovens.
Ovens.
This is
You
all
can make
fair.
an outdoor oven.
What, you're just going to make a bun in an oven out in the swamp? I'd like to see that happen.
Archie has seen that happen several
Didn't you
times.
say that?
Great, great.
Well, more than I
You what?
we do travel together quite a bit, so we're used to taking watch opposite each other. If you guys wish us to,
I'm good.
That
Maverick, we can take the other watch.
But my beauty sleep.
we are used to being self-sufficient.
I mean, we all could just go sleep up in a tree. That'd be pretty safe.
We're in the nest. We're in the safest and coziest place we could.
Yes.
Love all this.
The other thing is, familiars don't need to sleep.
Nope.
So you just put them on watch all night. But yeah, we can do a watch as well.
I'm fine leaving Archie up.
Just let me know who's up.
Anyway,
He has limited telepathy. He can wake us up, all of us.
Citrus will definitely take first
Archie and
one.
Patch on watch.
The pet's on watch. Good job.
The Archie
Sounds like a
and Patch
spinoff.
Adventures. Yes. Totally watch that.
All right, so who's doing it?
Just Moira and I guess. Right.
Sure.
All right, let's see some perception rolls.
And I'll send Shane out there as well.
I mean, there's no point in not having the familiars out as well.
Ooh.
I still have. Well, it doesn't matter because I was in that one. I was going to say I still have that guidance from the Spellstone, but that doesn't help in that one.
Yeah, you kind of forget what's happening for a little bit, and now forget you're supposed to be on watch. The good thing you have Shanna, and because they're on it, and they're swooping around, and they just hear regular mountain sounds.
Moira, are you feeling okay?
Yes, yes. Just it's I'm just tired. The hard piece. That's a lot.
If you wish to retire early tonight, I'm here.
I know, but I said I would keep watch with you. I won't leave you to it alone.
I do enjoy your company.
Likewise.
Chicka-bum-bum.
We actually heard that because it was Patch doing the
Yes, yes.
And also, get a room. We're all in the same nest. We can hear you.
I forgot. Did I ship your names already? What was it?
Oh God.
Was it Moidras or Sidra? I can't remember.
Moira.
Anyway, if that's all that you guys want to watch, the rest of the watch goes.
Okay.
Yeah, yep. I guess I facepalm the rest of the watch.
Very nice. All right, you guys can go off to bed and wait for the next person or people.
So should Maverick and I roll perception checks?
Yes, please. Ooh.
I don't want to get up.
You're still playing with the skull in your hand, and you just think you're hilarious, and you just don't even look around. You're just having a full-on conversation with the skull.
He's playing with the skull in his hand.
Is it just me, or is it cold in here? And I'll make its teeth chatter.
Oh, Maverick.
That's really good.
Go ahead.
A 19, you do, again, it's I wish there was something there to attack so we can roll initiative again, but no, it's pretty quiet.
Just turned to Maverick and I'm just like, oh, Maverick, doesn't this remind you when we were at the Miramar Aerial Academy? Scouting.
Still looking at the skull. Why the long face? It's a beak.
You know, remember that we were young cadets just staring up at the stars. Are you paying attention, Maverick?
Yeah, I was chasing baby. I wasn't even paying attention.
I was saying, don't you remember just staring up at the stars while we were scouting, while we were camping?
Yeah, sure. I'd love some tea. What?
Never mind, Maverick. Never mind.
Playing beach volleyball.
Yeah, with the skull. That's his new friend Wilson. All right, so the night passes. You guys, Goose tries to have some connecting moments, and Maverick plays with his skull. And now it's morning.
I set him
So,
up like he's on watch.
Maverick, that's certainly one way to get ahead.
so we have a new day, which
I
means
will. I would like to change out my proficiency with the long rest, and given what we talked about with the fort place, I'd like to take drop the pipes and take disguise kit for the day.
very good.
See if I change any of my spells out.
I don't think we should rush today.
Well, are we going to the swamp or to the hills? Are we going to 9 now?
I figured we'd go to 9 since it's closer.
Yeah.
We talked about it.
Morgan does step up and say, "Friends, trusting friends, that was really intense. I didn't like it at all, but I still will give you this helpful hint. I really think we should go speak to the steward, who is at B8. He's very old.
The
Wait.
steward. Why didn't
Why
you
did we
mention
say-
the fucking steward last time? Useless piece of shit.
Right, any of those harpies. I got possessed by a harpy. I thought I was
said
in love
that
with that lady. It was
people
weird for me.
disappear.
We're taking the map and leaving you here.
You could have said something earlier, Morgan.
Yeah, we would have appreciated some reconnaissance.
Don't
A
make us
show of
take your
hands
cookies.
or wings. Who says we should take the map?
Oh, we can't go back without him. But we'll push him along in front.
We could
Maybe I
say
should
he
take
was
my map
eaten.
and go.
How about he was
I have
eaten by a
failed your
bullywug?
team.
I say we go to B9 and then see what's there and handle B8 on the way home.
Don't we know what's there? It's the fort, and
Yeah, so let's go see. Well,
folk.
right.
Just putting him. I mean,
so it makes sense
It makes more sense to
that
go
Bobby would be
where-
there. If they're not nice to goblin folk, they probably found her and they kidnapped her.
Well, there did seem some sort of a ruckus here. Maybe we follow the trail if there is one.
Yeah, because if she left
I
the
mean,
trail
that does make sense. I mean,
Yeah,
the flowers
yeah.
are here, so
Yeah, so how far will we follow this trail?
To be 9 or B8.
Well, step 1. How do we check for a trail?
It's usually a survival roll, but I don't have to be
That sounds good.
I'm gonna pass on this one, but
I'm going to fly up and see if I can see the
I'm not
trail.
terrible at tracking. I
Eh.
could give it a whirl.
I probably don't
Nope,
see it.
I'm terrible at it today.
see how I can do.
I'll try.
Oh, okay.
I in my past I've spent time tracking people that are difficult to find.
You do see coming out of the bluffs the trail that could be a group of people traveling together, and it does seem to be heading in the direction.
In what direction?
South.
Okay.
You said in the direction. I'm like,
In the
that's some
direction-
pregnant pause.
Yeah.
Well, I was trying to figure out which I was going to word it. Morgan does step up again and say, "Please, trusting friends, I really think we should go see the steward. Very old."
Okay, we'll take the hint.
Maybe the steward will help us with dealing
It
with.
just seems that we should have done that yesterday.
Well, it does.
Can I
But
you
add
know what?
go back in
Some
time.
old
Yes, I
FAP7?
think
I'm
maybe
not really
sometimes
supposed to
we
get
can go back
involved.
to figure it out. But I don't think we can go back in time to yesterday, so we should just go forward.
It just seems we've been led to a lot of wrong places. And once we finally decide somewhere, he's trying to get us to not go there.
Maybe he is afraid. You know, it seems like, and no offense,
Well,
Morgan,
we-
it seems like he is a little bit of a pussy, and it's okay.
Right, so we've been hired to be the courageous ones, and we should do the courageous act and go where he's scared of.
I don't.
But that is totally up to you guys, trustful friends. But I will be taking my map and heading back.
Wait. Why are you heading back now?
You
I will
think
not
you
be
have
going
a
to the
choice?
fort with you.
Why don't
You
you
What's
just
that,
wait?
sorry?
Why don't you just wait like half a mile away for us to come back?
No, I have a family, and I have
Yeah,
to.
that's why I'm saying you don't go to the fort. You just wait at a meeting location for us.
Roll persuasion.
But wait, I'm going to use my flash of insight
You should have.
to re-roll that.
You should have attuned to the stone. You would have had a D4.
And then I'd also like to use my guidance on that.
You can, but 14 was the. See.
Well, I just wanted to call it before you said I did or not. So,
Very good.
16, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Morgan.
I'm very scared, but if you guys decide to
Yeah.
go to fort right now, I will go to a safe place.
We'll set up like a blind and stuff, like with leaves and shit. No one will be able to see you.
And
But
even
I
if
really
they
think
do,
you should consider going to the steward.
the map will be safe with us.
The map will not be safe with you. My
no.
giant map stays with me.
Yeah, that's why we put Morgan somewhere safe with the map. That we just come back and get him when we're ready.
We could put the map somewhere else so he doesn't tuck tail and run back.
We are not going to rob Morgan.
It's
You are
not. He
Yeah.
almost led us to our deaths.
We are not going to rob him.
It's not robbery unless he fights back.
Are we talking about this right in
is
front of him?
final.
Yeah, I'm
Yes,
starting to
yes,
back away a
ma'am.
little, looking around. I don't feel safe right now.
This is
Okay,
final. We are
okay.
not taking his map from him.
I'm sorry,
I
I
think
didn't
his
know
map is
you
all
were
I have left.
elected group leader.
It's not about being the leader or not the leader. It is the wrong thing to do, and we will not be doing it.
He almost led us to our deaths. He could have mentioned his friend Stuart another time.
Yes, he is obviously incompetent. That does not make him worthy of being burglarized.
Why don't we just go see the Stewart character if he's
That's what I don't understand. It seems like we should just go. I don't think the extra half day or whatever.
Because Morgan is incompetent, and he has not led us properly yet. It's time we
Sure.
stack out on our own.
But two different places we can go, and we have Hemlock. He's good at leading and catching trails and
You know
stuff.
what? Fine. Let's go to B8.
Wait.
For Morgan to
Citrus.
be once again not verbose in what is happening.
Citrus, you and I disagree on lots of things, I'm sure. But we agree that B9 is the correct course of action.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, and Morgan's incompetent. We agree on that as well.
Oh, fuck yes. He's an absolute imbecile.
And I start rolling up my map.
You're not getting robbed, at least, Morgan.
I would like everyone to remember that he is the client. He goes back to the person who hired us. We're doing this for money.
Yes, and the longer it takes us to find Bubby, the longer the client is going to be unhappy.
When we tell the client
That's true.
that Bubby could have, let's say Bubby has unfortunately perished, God forbid.
Yeah, what if she
It's-
died because we were here letting Morgan look at harpy titties?
I don't think
Morgan's
Morgan
fault.
would see the
Bubby,
harpies.
I did not want to go to.
Morgan, you killed Bubby.
Wow, Morgan.
Do you guys not know how to be mercenaries?
No cookies for any of you. You are not trusted friends.
Oh, we
I mean, it
are
seems
trustworthy.
It's part of the problem.
We have kept your ass alive through 6 locations so far.
And you've offered nothing but bad advice.
7 locations.
I have offered
Well-
the gift of my huge map, and that is usually enough for everyone else.
It's a good map. It's a good map.
It's
Okay.
the best map.
I mean, size isn't everything, Morgan.
It's also very wide.
Well, that's
Wow,
still
you can't just rely on size for everything, sir. There's technique as well. B9.
Speaking from experience, Citrus.
So I say B9. Who's with me?
See the Stewart character just to get Mordred to be quiet for a while. No offense.
Even had to. I should not have spoken up at all. I was instructed
That's
not
the
to.
problem. He doesn't speak.
What is it? What
Wait.
Out there to
You were
say that.
instructed not to help.
He's
I was
been instructed not to
follow
help.
you with my huge map.
And not
Right.
help.
Put myself in any danger.
But
Help in the way of like giving you no advice or being like, yo, big old harpies over here. Like I can understand you not fighting. You're not a fighter person.
No,
But to not help at all.
I know. I just have my huge map,
Is
and I was
Is
told
that what
I
is that
follow
what Bufal's
instructions.
supposed to? He
Okay.
set us up to fail.
does it feel like Bufal is just trying to get us out of town for a certain amount of time?
You will not speak ill of Bufal. He is the greatest.
Well, he
Oh.
told you to
Holy
help
shit, I
us.
didn't see this plot twist coming.
What were we not meant to see back in town?
I don't know. There was the farmer's market
This
yesterday.
is highly suspicious.
Just
Morgan.
that. I like to go to the farmer's
I'm
market.
even more inclined to go to B9 now.
I think we should just go straight back and ask Bufal what the fuck is up and what he is hiding.
Yeah, why is he sending this guy who isn't helpful? When we ask him what's a B8, he says it's just special, but doesn't
dear-
say anything
We have
else.
to protect. The steward is very beloved and needs protection from outsiders.
But then why are we walking to the Stewart then? Whatever, let's go to the magical. We'll go off to see the steward, the wonderful steward of, what was the name of this town again?
The swamp.
The swamp.
No, I vote B9 still.
Indeed. And at that moment, while everyone's arguing, gonna cast Mage Hand silently, without hand movement, because I can do that. And the invisible hand is going to try to steal Morgan's cookies. All of them.
I mean, they have been distracting him.
How dare.
Yep.
Okay, what did you even sleight of hand?
Sleight of hand. Since he's distracted, can I get advantage?
Sure.
Okay,
He is
cool.
very distracted.
Fuck yeah.
You now have 3 magical cookies.
Yes.
Well,
Yes,
he's being
guys.
focused.
I'm going to share later.
Friends, I can tell that you are not very trusting. And I was sent here on this mission simply as a guide.
Correct.
And I know I did not mention the steward because he is very beloved. And you have every right to go about your way to B9. I'm not going. I'm going to step back and let you do whatever you want. My
But you're not
mastermind
being
is
a
not
guide.
going.
Wait, so if he's so beloved, you didn't mention him?
We have to protect him from outsiders. He is
You
very
expect us
old.
to find your beloved grandma, but we can't see your beloved grandpa?
You're not looking
Bubby is in
It's
danger.
Oh, if it's Grandpa, Bubby obviously went to see Grandpa.
No, it's some stewardess.
Maybe Bubby is fucking the stewardess.
Just a little bit.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
There's
It's
no
okay if it
airplane
makes
here.
you feel uncomfortable.
Did someone turn into a robot?
Did I turn into a robot?
No.
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 I heard a weird robot sound, that's all.
All right,
Oh.
so Rutherford and I are going to B9. Moira, would you like to come along?
I really don't know. I think it is worth saying what is going on with the steward. Just
The
I don't
day's
want.
journey.
It is a long time, and I know it could make a difference, but also we don't know what we're going up against, and maybe the steward would have, some spells or potions or some manpower we could
Ooh,
use.
yeah, exactly. And also, Bubby could be there, having fun.
Yes, Bobby could just be fucking
But-
in the field.
And then,
Exactly.
pointedly looking at Mordred, after we go see the steward, if she's not there, our guide, who is sent by his best friend, is going to guide us to the end of this adventure, and we're all going to go home alive and get paid with our maps, and we will never speak of this again.
Definitely.
Well, at least we will never
be
speak of Morgan
a Yelp
again.
review of this group. That's all I'm going to say, and it won't be pleasant.
I'll make you yelp. I'm trying to give you a bone here.
I'll take.
If you'd like some time alone.
Hemlock, what is your decision?
Well, I don't really know. I mean, I really don't like the idea of going to the fort, but I can wild check. I don't know. I'm not sure what the best course of action is.
We could disguise you as a gnome of some sort.
Well, we've all kind of opined how we feel, except for you. You're kind of the deciding factor here.
Are there any animals around?
Let it not forget the
Okay,
the trail leads south.
I'm going to cast Speak with Animals, and I'm going to ask the frogs if they saw what's her face.
Babu.
That's what I'm going to ask. Babu, Booba,
Bubby.
Bing
Bubby.
Bang, whatever her name is,
Bobara?
or Bara.
You
Bubby.
find the one barred frog. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal.
What's that frog got a top hat on it?
um, and he kind of croaks and you mean in general? Yeah, I see Bubby around.
What has she been here recently?
What's recently?
Like
Today? No.
Like the last few days, last week.
I think I do remember seeing her around these. You guys are still at the Bluffs, right? Right outside. Yeah, I see her walking around here. She comes here to pick flowers. It was about 4 days ago, 5 days ago now.
Did she get attacked by the harpies?
Oh no, the harpies are very much scared of her.
So she didn't drop her flowers and run?
No, she would never drop her flowers. That takes a day's work for her.
Where did she go from here?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't see her come out of the Bluffs. Was she still in there? Why are you looking for her?
She's missing, and we're trying to find her for her.
Oh, that's very sad.
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
Yeah, I've seen her around here about 5 days ago
5 days ago. Okay.
taking some flowers.
But she didn't drop them and run. Do you know who dropped the flowers and ran?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Over here, there's a handful of flowers dropped on the ground.
Are those your flowers?
No, they're not my flowers.
Oh, I don't know anything about flowers.
If they were my flowers, I wouldn't be asking about them.
I'm just a frog.
Come on, frog.
Okay, is that all I could do for you?
Yeah, thanks. Here's a fly. They follow me around. I think we should go to B9.
Fine.
I'm going to ask my magic 8-ball stone if going to V9 is a bad idea.
Is this the first time you've used it?
Yes.
It is a D5, please.
Everybody's quietly in their head trying to figure out how the mechanic works.
Well, there's 10 positive answers and 5 negative answers. Outlook, not so good.
Ooh.
Okay.
Should we confirm it on a second stone?
Maybe for the second stone, we ask if it is a good idea to go to V8.
I'll use my stone for that.
That's your second time using it. Should Steph
Yes.
use it because it'll be her
Yes.
first time giving us the best answer we could get.
Okay. Okay.
It's my first time using it today.
Oh, that's
Oh.
It's cumulative, I thought. Like every time we ask it a question, it's just
No,
going
it's
to
each
get
day.
worse.
I'll already use my day.
I
Oh,
think
sweet.
it resets every day.
Nice.
Right. So
Well,
what
the
am I
spell
rolling?
does, I guess. You are rolling a D10. What's your question?
Will it be dangerous to go to B8?
You rolled D5. Sorry. I didn't know your question.
Damn it.
Apparently, we're supposed to gonna be.
It's as if they're numbered in order of where we're supposed to go.
I'm imagining there's a level gate, but fuck level gates. We're already blowing through everything else.
Don't count on it, was your answer.
Us not being dangerous. All right. Fuck it. We'll go to B8.
Fine.
To see the steward. For all we know, Bubby is, having a fun time. We could be done. We could go
sure.
back home.
That's true. We may not even ever need to go to V9.
Or she's dead.
We can.
I mean, that's a possibility, but we gotta check everywhere.
Lots of possibilities between having sex in a field and
I
being
don't
dead.
like losing a target.
What happened last year?
Actually, Bill, are you guys going to move fast or slow today?
We have to move fast.
All right, roll your roll, Bill.
I'll assist.
Oh, thank God.
It's fine. But you can roll again. Oh, why don't you roll at advantage? Oh, okay, well that worked out. All right, so as your way traveling to V8, let me see.
Cash is blowing bubbles at all your pictures on the camera.
Oh.
If everybody could put themselves here on the X. And let's see.
The X, okay.
We have Goose.
Holy shit, what the fuck?
There it
Maverick.
is.
We have Goose, Maverick, Hemlock,
There we go.
Moira, and Sidrus. Everybody but Rutherford.
Oh,
Since you
I'm
have
left
a
out.
passive perception.
Oh, look how wonderful an idea it was.
Is this Bubby? I will say to our dude, Modric,
Who we
Has
are
to be
pushing.
some kind of random encounter. I don't know. Okay, so they will get a surprise round on Rutherford. Everyone else is okay. So let's roll
Wait.
initiative.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Why is she saying in your face? She should be asleep.
Sidrus Elba is not doing so well this roll.
He's still pissed off, looking for that trail. Suck it, crocodile.
If they get a surprise round on me, they have to go through him. Look, and they'd have to go through lots of people.
Yeah.
Yeah. How are they going to have a surprise round on one person?
Maybe Rutherford is obsessed with issues, or that he didn't get his way to go to B9, and he's distracted and just doesn't see them when they start attacking.
It's usually just
Okay.
Rutherford sits out the first round.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, I sit out the first round. I'm
Yeah.
fine with it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what surprise. Yeah.
My
Okay.
boots, they're so dirty.
All right, Moira, you are at the top of that again.
I
Okay,
would cast prestidigitation. My boots don't ever get dirty.
so this Elvira is looking aggressive and shitty. Like, I know that shit's up, right?
Oh yeah, they're snarling.
I will do my thing as a warlock, and I will hex her, and then I will get it started properly with a chaos bolt. Hopefully, probably not. That's 12.
That hits.
Oh shit! Okay. Oh, and I guess I'll do Dex again for the thing that's hex. Which it matters, but
Oh my gosh.
and
Elvira loses most of her teeth, just kind of fall out, and she's down to 1 foot.
nice. So I rolled what? A 1 and a 5. I'll do that as lightning damage. I guess the chaos bolt.
So yeah, her little body is now just smoking from the lightning bolts, and took off all of her teeth.
Okay.
Balls? I don't know.
I thought Elvira was going to be a lot tougher than she is.
All right, is that your turn?
Yeah.
Nora, what's the weather?
Here is you're back in the swamp, so it's kind of dark. There's always some kind of fog, kind of low to the ground.
Perfect.
All right, we've got Spike. Gonna dash, and that's his turn. And Elvira, she can barely see. She's gonna try to make it somewhere. And she comes right up to Sidrus, and then it's her turn. Maverick.
All right. Well, let's finish off. Elvira's looking pretty much done, right?
Oh yeah, she's 1 tooth and 1 paw left.
Yeah, so we'll just
Yeah.
finish. I've got Goose on my back. Because that's a thing.
That hits. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's. Bye, Elvira.
And then fly to the back. And done.
I'm sure I'm glad we're in a swamp not full of vines that could not possibly knock them off your back as you're flying around.
Convenient.
Sidrus.
Seeing Spike charge, I'm gonna start running towards Spike as well. Like arms are at my side, my wrist will flick like second chance and last time are gonna pop in my hands and I'll just fucking bring my axe together on Spike.
Nice.
Oh, we got a long rest too, didn't we?
Yeah.
So I'm back up 15. All right. So second time, last chance.
First one hits. 8. Yeah, that took a good chunk.
Cool. That's my turn.
Awesome. Hemlock.
I am going to cast Entangle. So, yeah, I'll do that on Fangs and Hangry.
Okay, that is strength check. They do that now or on their turn?
On their turn, I think.
Okay.
No, when you cast the spell.
Oh, okay.
That is Fangs and Hangry.
Hangry passes.
It's Hangry.
Okay, so Fangs is restrained. Yep. And then for my bonus action, I will wild shape into a direwolf.
Switching it up.
All right. Hangry's turn. See this huge wolf disappear. Gonna try to. Let's see, what is this? Oh, they just get one attack. All right.
It's just. Yeah, I'm going to use. What's it called?
Hold on.
Silvery Barbs, so it's to reroll.
Okay. Who we roll? Oh, yeah. He was turn. Jesus Christ.
Oh, shit. Sorry. And, but Ghost gets advantage on his next strike against Hangry.
All right. So you have 11 piercing. Grapple.
Okay.
And Fangs makes. Does he do another check to get out?
Yeah, he uses his action to do that.
Con.
Yeah, he's out.
All right, that was him. Yeah. Goose?
Okay, I'm going to use my short bow on Hangry. 12 hit. Ah, great.
Eight.
8.
Very nice. Yeah, he's that hurt him. All right, is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Back to Moira.
Okay, I will move my hex to Hangry and move around a little bit. I don't want to be quite so close to him. And then I'll hit him with a Lunar Blast,
Nice.
hopefully.
Yep. Absolutely.
And hex.
6 more. He is struggling to keep his head up. He almost dead. Is that your turn?
That's it.
All right. Spike is coming after Citrus.
He's got Citrus grappled, doesn't he?
No,
No.
It's Ghost. It's Ghost with Hangry.
Ah.
Ghost is not in initiative.
It's Hemlock.
Hemlock's not in initiative either.
20 hits.
Oh, you took your character off.
When you deleted your token, it deleted you from the initiative.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
7
shouldn't have done that. Sorry.
Shape is to set it up as a multi-sided token that are all Hemlock. I can help with that for future
Oh,
games
you can do
too.
that?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That'd be awesome.
Should I roll my string save now?
is to escape, so it'll be on your turn, right?
Okay.
But you do have 10 piercing. Did you put yourself back in?
How can I do that?
Just re-roll, select Ghost, and then re-roll your initiative, and that'll put you back in. No need to put your other token in, because this will be the last fight of the night, right?
Yeah.
And it was like 7. It was a terrible roll.
What?
It was a 7.16.
Too bad, you're 7.15.
Yeah.
No.
That's what you get for deleting your character.
I forgot my initiative's better on my character than my.
Okay. Who was just went fight? Maverick, you're up.
All right, so Hangry's got Hemlock by the ankle. So-
Yes, he is. Yeah.
I'm going to come around 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to stab it
Yep. You stab him. Oh my god.
with
Yeah.
Sneakity.
Hangry be gone. Hangry be dead. Ghost, you are free.
And then I'll give him the thumbs up and fly back here.
Just tilt your sunglasses.
Yeah.
Rutherford.
Okay. Shoot at Spike.
Nice.
Come on, more than 1 damage. Yeah!
4 times the damage.
He kind of falls, but then does his head back up. Not giving up yet. Is that your turn?
Yep.
All right, Sidrus.
I guess I will try to escape.
You can attack even while you're grappled.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, you don't
I'm
have to. You
restrained.
don't have to go. No, you're just grappled. It
you
said.
just grapple.
No, it
No.
said
Oh, target is restrained. Yeah. Oh, okay.
I'm
Yeah.
restrained.
Oh.
Yeah,
Sorry.
like it says it right there.
Yeah, it sure does.
You expect D&D players to read all of a rule?
Well, the DM did. Yeah,
It's like the 18th thing I had to open today.
I'm restrained. Cool. That's my turn then.
You can attack with disadvantage when you're restrained.
Can you?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you already used your action to try to get out.
I'll bonus action try to hit with last chance.
Nice. 12 hits.
23. Oh, both hit.
And he's gone.
See?
Shit bag.
Ghost.
What?
Shit.
Yeah, Ghost will move up to Fangs and try to bite him.
Nope.
Well, you did say try.
Yeah. He gave his best. It wasn't enough.
It's his first time being a wolf in this adventure.
He's going to kind of just chuckle with all this at you and
That
his
misses.
hemlocks.
Yeah, the wolf has a different AC. It's 14.
Yeah, I meant to. 7, and you are restrained.
No, it missed.
What? You said 13 hit. Okay.
No,
Awesome.
I said 14.
Cool. Goose, you're up.
All right. I am going to shoot fangs.
Nice. That hits.
8
Nice.
damage.
Yeah, that hurt him.
End of my turn.
Not looking great. Brings us back to Moira.
Okay, I will do the thing. Hex to fangs and blast him.
Ooh.
Oof.
Yep.
Yeah,
Nope.
kind of just backfires in your hands.
You're like Danny DeVito, and I started blasting.
Oh, could you do me a favor and hex him for strength? Can
Yeah,
you move that hex?
yeah. So
Perfect.
the hex, I assume, does go through because there's nothing that is required for that. So, yeah, he's hexed, and we'll do strength.
All right.
All right, so let's do something fun for the end of the night.
Nice.
So 50 feet to move to him. My action is going to be grab him by the tail.
Yes. Florida man style.
Oh, it's contested. It's contested, so like he could roll lower.
Okay.
It was always a
Is
fail.
that strength?
That's strength. So disadvantage.
Oh!
So got him by the tail. Bonus action dash. I'm gonna go 50 feet up and leave him in the top branches of this tree. He can find his own way down.
That's fantastic. Okay. Yeah, he's in this tree.
Okay. And Rutherford's just going to go ahead and shoot him in the tree. Oh, misses.
Oh, it does miss. Citrus?
I will be like, why did you put them up there?
Well, wait till he comes down. It's gonna be 5d6 of damage.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna wait. I'm gonna blast him.
Because it seemed more sporting than dropping him in free air.
I'm gonna make him think about how he's fucked up by being up in the tree. Or not. That was supposed to be just an 11. I don't know why I'm
Yeah.
rolling disadvantage.
That just misses.
Okay.
Ghost?
Ghost is going to run up to the tree, and basically shake the tree. I don't know if
Nice.
you want me to roll
That
for
I like.
that, but
I like
I'm going to
that.
shake him out of the tree.
Strength check or something?
That would be
Athletics, probably, if you're trying to
yeah,
force
because
it.
that's more
Yeah.
in nature. Okay. Still at disadvantage.
He falls down.
Falls down.
5d6.
Take
5d6.
17. Gee.
Nice.
Yeah, he's splattered. It's just a big puddle of goo.
Cool.
Must
Right,
be splatter day.
Is after 10. I want to just put you
Oh,
guys
baby's getting tired, so that's probably a good point to.
Okay. That sounds good then. I will say this was a random encounter. You wouldn't hit it either.
You what?
Okay.
This was a random encounter. You would have had it either direction. I wasn't setting you up for back.
It was all Morgan.
There, and so I was like busting out the big spells because I was like, "This is gonna be it, the showdown for Bubby." And then I was like, "Oh, these are just really easy fucking crocodiles."
This was just
So crocodiles can't fly. We found that out today.
No, they go
Mhm.
splat. Footy splat.
They go splat.
You guys are almost done. Next time will definitely be, and I don't know if I can say it could be an hour or it could be the whole time. It just depends. But there's not a lot left.
It'll be the whole time with us.
It will be the whole
Yeah.
time.
I do think that as a bonding experience for the group after we rescue or retrieve Bubby, we should all kill Morgan together.
might get us more jobs and more money.
Yeah, I don't think I want to kill Morgan.
Yeah.
What?
I think you
He's
should hold off on your decision until after the
awful.
next session.
So is he? Aren't we
That's
discussing this right in front of him? Not the best idea.
No, this is like out of character.
No, before you guys.
Oh, okay, out of
hate
Oh,
character.
earlier. Oh, yeah, earlier was completely in character. I want to take his map.
I know you do.
It's a shitty map.
Yeah, it's not even a good one. I mean,
Not even a good man.
But you know how when somebody's being a dick, you want to break something that they like, even if it's total shit.
No.
Okay,
Is
well,
that
I'm an
normal?
asshole.
I mean, absolutely. Even when they're not being a
Yeah, I'm a complete dick, so it's okay.
All right, so we're replacing him with Morgan.
I'm playing Morgan for the rest of the campaign.
You only have 3 cookies left, so that's not going to get you.
No, we
Oh, yeah.
lost those.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what do those cookies? Do
They're
they give
not
me?
real. I just kind of made up, but they are pot cookies.
So I've got pot cookies now.
You do. You
I'm
really
so
Yeah.
excited.
do.
My whole plan since creating this character was to have him be able to steal shit with the invisible hand.
And that
So
was
you're
the
literally
idea.
the invisible hand of the market.
Yes, I should have named my character Adam Smith.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
with that, I will end
Yes,
this
it's-
stream. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I think we're going to raid. Oh, Bryce. We'll raid Bryce. Thank you all for watching. Bye-bye.
I always forget that.
Rating off means somebody was watching or listening.
That's awesome.
Ooh,
Oh, that's cool.
It's interesting. How would they do that?
You guys are pretty awesome. I mean, if anybody else has run this and they're see what you guys did to the hard, that was really impressive.
I know a friend of mine was watching the other day when we were playing.
Nice.
Cool. Well, 2 weeks from today, then.
2 weeks from today, we will finish this up. I don't think we'll move on unless you guys just blow through it in an hour. But we'll probably wait to start the main campaign following session.
Yeah, but we can
Yay.
always go around and fuck around in town. It's on a tortoise.
Oh, yeah.
We could make that work for 5 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can. In fact, I think we should.
So how big of a lever do we need to flip a giant tortoise?
And we
Let's
can make
see.
that